Calling all muchachos, get your pinkies up, cause Goose and the Kenny Urban are hijacking Dudes Talking Wrestling with our muchachos. Haha, cause this flock is on fleek.
All right, wrestling fans, we have here today the Kenny Urban.
Pinkies up, muchachos.
Kenny, I'm going to start right off. Where did you make your debut and what promotion was it?
See, the Kenny Urban made his debut in Fremont, Ohio at LPW.
Right on, you just wrestled there recently, right?
Yes, me and Schwartzy, Fear and Loathing and Pro Wrestling, and Goose. Say hi, Goose. We just defended our tag team titles against Jason Hotch and Jack Price.
Very nice. Let's talk about Goose. Where did you guys find each other?
We were just soulmates. It was just meant to be.
Sometimes that's how it is.
But actually, see, down in Toledo in Maumee River, we have a walleye run every year.
Okay.
But the geese, they nest, and they get a little feisty, and they'll chase you around. And there's actually a funny story about Goose. See, I was down there with my father. We were fishing away. We were coming down, and Goose thought it'd be funny to start chasing him. Boy, he was swinging and a swooping, and he slipped, splash, right in the river. Oh, it was hilarious. That's when I knew Goose was my buddy. We had a good laugh. I mean, he wasn't happy. My dad wasn't happy, but it was funny.
Let's talk about it, because you lost Goose for a little bit.
Oh, no, yes. When Zach Thomas pilfered him.
Grimy.
Like a grimy pirate. Dirty.
How good was it to get him back home?
Oh, it was the best. We had a big bash. We had festivities and a party, and we played Duck, Duck, Goose and pinned the tail feather on the goose, and we ate goose treats, which is not very yummy if you're not a goose, but Goose liked it.
Fair. Kenny, when you get in the ring, you have dance moves.
Oh.
Where did you learn to dance like that?
Oh, sometimes it's just in your soul, muchacho. You just feel that beat, and you just start a moving and a grooving, and you just can't stop. But once again, it's probably from my father. He always told me growing up, he said, Kenny, he said, it doesn't matter if you can dance or not. But he said, if you go out there and are just willing to do it, he said, you'll be a star.
Very fair. Wise words from the Kenny Urban's dad.
Luckily, I'm a good dancer, though.
He
wasn't very good.
What makes the Kenny Urban different from other wrestlers?
See, muchacho, the Kenny Urban just throws everything to the wind. You know, homie?
I hear you. You do. Anytime you get in the ring, I know it's going to be a great match.
Well, and also, see, growing up, the Kenny Urban was a fighter, and he has a black belt. And when you can just defend yourself, it makes it easy just to kind of cut loose. Like, you know, there's a little bit of danger behind these dancing something moves.
Okay. No, I definitely see the danger in there, muchacho.
Oh, you feel it? This is like Chuck Norris meets
Dancing with the Stars.
Has Chuck Norris ever been on Dancing with the Stars?
I don't know, but I think maybe he should be.
I think Chuck Norris should dance with Goose.
That would be great. So I've got a question.
Goose, Texas Ranger.
I do. Call me Trevette.
Uh-huh.
Where do you see the Kenny Urban in the next 2 to 5 years?
See, the Kenny Urban has big plans, muchacho, because me and Goose and Schwartzy, and we're all making moves. We're down there at Skull and Bones in Toledo, which is a great place if anyone is trying to get into the wrestling business.
And a new class is forming right now, right?
Oh, yes. March, I want to say 19th.
Okay. I won't quote you on that, muchacho.
You can't quote me on that, muchacho. I don't have it in front of me, but I believe that is it. But with all our homies on our back, me and Goose plan to fly high and do big things. We want to be on TV. We want to have fans. We are coming out with more merch and designs, and we're coming out with some good work. We're doing a lot of work with Spooky Films, trying to get better promos.
Great guy.
And videos out there. He's doing great work for us.
Let's talk about that, because one of your merch tables is phenomenal. Out of a lot of wrestlers that I see, you have so many different things that are interactive for the kids. You see them with the matches, with the socks. How do you think of this stuff?
Most of it is my girl, Tiffany.
Shout out to her because she does a great job.
She does. But honestly, it's a lot of collaboration with a lot of people, just talking ideas. I come out with one idea, and then you always got to listen. I think listening is a huge key, and that is really what has helped the Kenny Urban develop into. I'm just letting you guys see me. You know what I mean? I did the whole, I'm going to be the tough guy, the martial artist, and that's still in me. I'm still that guy, but now I don't feel like I just need to be serious. I can just let you all in. We have fun. That's why the kids love it, which leads to, you know what I mean? But talking to people, and that's where all the ideas come from. And then it's just, you know what I mean? It can't be all you. You need a team.
No, I completely agree. And we have a great team here. We have some of them coming in studio right now.
Hey, muchacho, Pinkies up.
Let's talk about Pinkies up, muchachos. Where did you get that from? Where did the idea come? Because when you say that at different promotions, everybody's Pinkies are up.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
It was SpongeBob?
Kinda.
It was SpongeBob that come out with Pinkies Up.
I think the Pinkies Up part.
Because
Pinky!
I think
there was a whole episode.
with him, and was it Squidward or Sandy or Patrick? Pinky!
I don't know where the muchacho came from.
Okay.
It was just a word I like. Like muchacho is a word I like. I like knuckle. I think knuckle's a weird word. Like, canucule, like knuckle. I really liked chimichanga growing up too. Before I knew it was like a Deadpool thing, then I felt like I was just copying, so I had to stop saying chimichanga so much.
Or Cowabunga. Wasn't that a Ninja Turtles thing?
Yeah, I grew up on that. I knew where that came from.
Yeah, I know. I knew you knew where that came from.
Yeah.
So where can the fans find you in action in April?
I will be back at LPW on April 8th. The Kenny Urban and Schwartzy will be defending our tag team titles again.
Nice.
Yes. I will be back at IWR.
Okay.
I will be back at, you said April, eh?
April,
eh? April. Other places. In my mind. NWCW in Berkeley, Michigan.
I like Berkeley. Go Bears.
We will be making our debut in March 24th there, but we will be back in April.
Okay.
And then you'll just have to catch the socials for the others.
Now, before we head out, if any promoters are out there watching, how can they book you?
You message me. You can message me at Facebook at thekennyurban. You can message me. You can send me a DM on Instagram at thekenurban. You can send me a DM on Twitter at thekenurban. You can send me an email at thekennyurban@gmail.com. Do you see a theme here?
I sure do. I'm catching up.
Yeah.
Now,
or even on TikTok at Silly Goose KU. That's a different one.
I was
we
gonna
threw a wrench in there.
I was gonna ask because not only when they book you, you get the 2-for-1 special.
Yeah, well, honestly, I just come around with Goose because Goose is the one that makes all the money and gets all the bookings.
Isn't that the truth?
Luckily, he's my ride.
Now, my business partner, Pete, he writes children's books, and Spooky and I were talking a little bit more before the production. Is that the next move? I think the kids need a book by the Kenny Urban.
Did we talk about this?
We did not talk about this.
We did not talk about this. This has been an idea, and I have been doing research in probably the last 6 months or so and had some ideas and talked to some people. But yeah, that is funny you said that because that has been a big idea for Goose and I.
I think it would make the perfect
He goes on
thing.
the silliest adventures, and we have the funnest time, and we have an array of characters that we are homies and frenemies and enemies with.
Like that grimy Zach Thomas. I don't even want to say his name anymore.
He's not here.
Sorry.
He's not here, Goose.
Sorry,
He's not
buddy.
here, Goose.
Well, fans, the Kenny Urban graced our presence today. Find Kenny on all of his social channels. And remember, at the end of the day, we're just a couple dudes talking wrestling. Pinkies up.